Welcome to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Good afternoon and welcome to Game 4 here on Field A at Crown Point at Jerry Ross Park. And we are welcoming you back into the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network, on the internet at RSN YouTube, Facebook.com/Region Sports, and RegionSports.com. And I'm Tyler Richards. As always, call and play-by-play and color commentary as we get ready for this matchup between South Lexington Red from Lexington, Kentucky, and Manoa from Honolulu, Hawaii. We had the introduction of the players, and now let's get the lineups. The visitors on the scoreboard are South Lexington. And leading it off and playing left field is number 6, Miles Allison. Shortstop, Tyler Carius. Chase Baber batting third and playing third base. Christian Butler is your DH. He is catching tonight. Kerrigan Charles is the pitcher. Blake Gillespie at second base. Charlie Gotcher over at first. Cannon Harden in center. Hank Peterson in right. And the extra hitter is Easton Howard. For Manoa from Honolulu, Hawaii, they're led off by the catcher, Cade Ukahara. Second baseman, Jace Wong. The pitcher today is Slade Joseph. Malosi Stowers is batting cleanup and playing the hot corner, third base. Pono Mineshima is playing right field. The extra hitter is Camden Yamamoto. Chris McDonald is playing first base. Ethan Onizuka is playing center field. Reese Gorman in left. And Jet Young is rounding it out, playing shortstop. Managers are meeting with the umpires as we get ready for the final game here on Field A today. And we've had a couple of great ones. 8-7, Game 1. That was Mineral Area falling to West Raleigh. Game 2, 22-0 as Upper Allen defeated Evergreen Park, Illinois. And then the home team, the hosts, Crown Point White, fell 5-3 to the Future Stars from Germany. And now we've got South Lexington from Lexington, Kentucky, taking on Manoa from Honolulu, Hawaii, on the island of Oahu. Coach Gillespie and Coach Joseph are the two people in charge here. Eric Joseph for Manoa, and Donnie Gillespie is the head coach for South Lexington Red. South Lexington Red will be the visitors on the scoreboard today. Manoa will take the field first. And you know, I've been doing a lot of research on towns. I couldn't do any last game on the German team because they're from all over Germany. Not sure what town they're from. So let's talk about this team from South Lexington, Kentucky. Of course, Lexington is in Kentucky. It is a consolidated city, the county seat of Fayette County. And as of the 2020 census, it had 322,570, making it the second most populous state after Louisville, and the 14th most populous state in the Southeast, 60th most populous state in the United States. And by land area, it's the country's 30th largest city. Also known as the horse racing capital of the world. They got many race courses there, including Kentucky Horse Park, the Red Mile, and, of course, the famous Keeneland. And also, of course, it is home to Big Blue Nation, the University of Kentucky. Rupp Arena, Kroger Field. They've had an excellent football team as they have produced many starting players in the NFL, including Will Levis of the Tennessee Titans right now. And then Ray Davis Jr. last year had a heck of a season as a running back. And many great players have come through that basketball. It's been a basketball school. It's a blue blood school. Won multiple national championships under Coach Rupp. That's the reason why the arena is called Rupp Arena on top of that. But John Calipari brought it back to the promised land. He brought them one national championship, and he has now gone to Arkansas after last season. But multiple players have come through Kentucky's for basketball, including John Wall, Anthony Davis, Deron Lamb. You got Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, Devin Booker. There's so many names. I'm going to lose track of them. It looks like we are about ready to get going here. Miles Allison will lead it off for South Lexington Red.
Pitching for the home team, Manoa, Honolulu, Hawaii, is number 29, Slade Joseph, and behind the plate is number 50, Cade Okuhara.
So it'll be Slade Joseph on the bump for Manoa today, as the home plate umpire having a conversation with Coach McDonald of Manoa. As Joseph and Okuhara play a little game of catch as they wait for this game to get underway. It is 5:01 Central Standard Time here in Crown Point, Indiana. As it's that's something new. I believe that Joseph was wearing the wrong type of shoes, so he has to replace them. I believe because he had spikes on, I'm guessing, at this point. But his dad went and got him some new shoes, so now he's out on the mound throwing his warm-up pitches now. We've had 3 games so far. We're going to see about one more. This is the final one here on Field A, as day 2 just about to wrap up here from Crown Point. And it's been entertaining so far. And just a reminder that coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network is presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus is your one-stop store for all your pets' needs. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For more information, visit PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point.
First batter, number 6, Miles Allison.
So Miles Allison will lead it off for South Lexington Red. Looks like our first pitch will be at 5:03. Yes, it will. This pitch is outside for a ball. Next pitch. That's outside as well, and the count is, according to the scoreboard, it's 1-1. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct. I believe it should be 2-0. We'll find out. The umpire usually gives the fingers. That one's in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2. I stand corrected. Here's the 1-2. This is grounded to the second baseman. Slow roller. Picks it up. Goes over to first. Not in time. Safe at first is Miles Anderson. Good hustle play by the left fielder.
Batting second for South Lexington, number 21, Tyler Carius.
And now here is Tyler Carius Next batter up. There's 4 pitches in, and South Lexington Reds got their first batter, or first base runner of the day. Bunt shown, and they will not get Allison. He will be safe at second. Stolen base by Allison, and a 1-0 count on Carius. Here's the 1-0. That one's in there for a strike. And the count runs even, 1-1. Nobody out. We're just underway here. Game 4, the final one here on Field A. Here's the 1-1. That's outside for a ball. The count runs 2-1 now. Chase Baber is on deck for the Kentucky team. Next pitch. Down in the turf. Nice stop by Okuhawa. So the count is 3-1 on the number 2 hitter. Here's the 3-1. Check swing, but called strike in the zone. And the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second base. Here comes the payoff. Upstairs for a ball, and Carius will take the trot to first base. It's 1-0. And now Baber will be the next batter.
Number 5, Chase Bader.
So Baber steps into the box. Christian Butler is on deck. The first pitch is away for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on Baber. Time called by Baber. Here comes the 1-0. That one is downstairs for a ball, and the count is 2-0 now on Baber. Here comes the 2-0. That one's upstairs for a ball, and the count is 3-0. And Joseph having trouble finding the zone here early on. 3-0 count on Baber. Baber wanted an extra practice swing, so he steps out of the box, steps back in now. 13 pitches so far for Slade Joseph. That's is ball 4, and now the bags are loaded. Back-to-back walks after a single by Allison. And now Christian Butler will step into the box as time is called, and Coach McDonald is going to go out and talk to his pitcher. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crowell Companies, proud to recognize the superheroes on the baseball diamond. And also at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. Bags are loaded for Slade Joseph. Got himself in a little bit of a pickle here to start the game. Nobody out. And now Christian Butler will step up to the box. And time called by Christian Butler. Oh, he doesn't get it. It was a late time called. Ball gets away from Okuhara, but doesn't scoot away too far. Runners do not advance. Next pitch is right in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1 on Butler. Christian Butler, the cleanup hitter today for South Lexington. Here's the 1-1. That one is just outside for a ball, and the count is 2-1 now. Here comes the 2-1. This is hit foul down the line. And now the count is even at 2 apiece. So a 2-2 count on the catcher, Christian Butler. And here comes, and that ball gets away from the catcher, and nobody will advance. And the count is now full on Christian Butler. No place to put him. And so 3-2 count to Christian Butler. There's no place to put him. It's an RBI opportunity for Butler. Here it comes. And that is ball 4, and there's the first run of the game. Christian Butler with an RBI to start it off of a base on balls. 3 base on balls in a row. And now Kerrigan Charles will step up to the box. And now McDonald back out to talk to his pitcher, and now the head coach Joseph is out there to talk to the umpire, and I think we're going to make a switch. And we will. We got a new pitcher out there for Manoa. And Reese Gorman will come in from left field, and now will be the pitcher on the mound, as Slade Joseph will swap his position. He'll go to left field now.
Final pitch for number 29, Slade Joseph, 20 pitches.
In Crown Point to watch the Cal Ripken World Series. Stop in for a bite to eat at one of Crown Point's most popular eating establishments, Station 21 American Grill. From burgers and ribs to wings and fish. Open every day at 11 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Station 21 is just a short 1 minute away from the ballpark. Check out their menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax. So I got a new pitcher on the mound, as it will be Reese Gorman now out on the mound, as the bags are still full of South Lexington players. So a new pitcher on the mound there. Reese Gorman will take the ball for Manoa, as Kerrigan Charles will be your next batter for South Lexington. The lead is 1-0, top of the first, but Slade Joseph had 20 pitches, and I think his coach saw enough out of him. So now we'll see what Reese Gorman can do, as he is the next man up to pitch. Nobody out. Bags still loaded. And Kerrigan Charles will step up to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. That's in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-1 to Charles. Ooh, a little floater in there. Just missed, and the count is evened at 1-1. And here comes the 1-1. That one just misses the outside corner, and the count is 2-1 now on Charles. Kerrigan Charles looking to get this lead opened up quickly. And we'll see what they can do. This one is down in the turf, and it's 3-1 now on Charles. So even with the new pitcher, the control is still not there yet for Manoa. Here comes the 3-1. Upstairs for ball 4, and Charles will take first base, and he will get an RBI as Karras comes in to score 2-0.
13, Blake Gillespie.
4 walks in a row, and now Blake Gillespie will step up to the plate. South Lexington is trying to bust open this lead wide open. Still nobody out. Bags are still loaded. First pitch is in the turf, blocked by Okuhara. It's a ball to Blake Gillespie. Count is 1-0 on the second baseman. Next pitch. This one's in there for a called strike. Count's evened at 1 apiece. Here comes the 1-1 from Gorman. He floats it in there over the head of Gillespie, and the count is 2-1 now. This next pitch, that's down the turf, and the count is 3-1 now. As South Lexington looking to increase their lead. They're already up 2-0. They got nobody out, and the bag's juiced. Next pitch, that gets past Okuhara, and it's ball 4, and another run is coming in.
Now batting for South Lexington, number 1, Charlie Gocher.
And it's 3-1 for 3-0 for South Lexington, as Carly Gocher will step up to the plate. No balls. 1 ball has been put in play so far, and that's double, and that one is fouled off by Gocher. That's the single by Miles Allison. The rest of the base runners have come on base on balls. And 5 in a row, actually. So Charlie Gocher looking to get the second hit of the day for South Lexington. Here comes the 0-1. That one's in there for a called strike on the inside corner. And the count is 0-2 now. Harden is on deck. Here comes the 0-2 from Gorman. In there for call. Strike 3 as Gocher goes down looking. First strikeout of the afternoon for Gorman. And now Cannon Harden will step up to the plate. One away. 3-0 South Lexington over Manoa. This pitch is down in the turf for a ball. And the count is 1-0 on the center fielder. Gorman gets his side. He comes set. Here comes the 1-0. That just misses for a ball, and the count is 2-0 now on Harden. Gorman's got his sign. They'll pitch. That's right down Broadway for a strike on Harden. And they're trying to limit the bleeding. We've gone on for 18 minutes so far. First pitch was at 5:03. It is now 5:21. Central Standard Time here in Crown Point. Here's the 2-1. That one misses on the outside for a ball, and the count's 3-1. Gorman comes set. He gets his sign. That is inside to Harden for ball 4, and another run will come in as it's 4-0 now. Another RBI. And now Hank Peterson will step up to the plate. And Peterson will be roaming around in right field this afternoon. So we'll see what can happen here. There it is. That one is right down the center for a strike. And the count is 0-1 on Peterson. Here comes the 0-1. Downstairs for a ball, and the count is 1-1 now. And now Gorman is at 20 pitches, and that's when Slade Joseph got pulled. He got pulled right at 20 pitches. But Gorman is going to stay in the game. He's got one out. It's 2 more to get out of this. That is down for a ball, and the count is now 2-1 on Peterson. Here comes the 2-1. That one is inside for a ball, and the count is 3-1 now on Hank Peterson. Extra hitter Easton Howard on deck, and then the lineup turns over for South Lexington. Gorman comes set. Here's the pitch. That is ball 4, and another run has been walked in. That's the 5th one this inning.
Now up the number 10 batter, number 10, Easton Howard.
And now Easton Howard will step up to the plate. And now time called, and it's been 23 pitches for Gorman. And now they'll make another change. So a second pitching change this half inning as Gorman came in and gave up 5 runs. And so now it'll be Easton Howard, 23 pitches for Reese Gorman. And we'll get the information on the new pitcher when we return. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Welcome back to Jerry Ross Stadium, or Jerry Ross Park here in Crown Point, Indiana, and another new pitcher for Manoa as the second new pitcher of the innings so far. 5-0 South Lexington, and Manoa is yet to come up to bat. Number 39, Chris McDonald, is the new pitcher on the mound as Slade Joseph goes from left field to first now. So Slade Joseph just being moved around the infield all over the place, or all over the field, to be honest. So, only one away. It was a strikeout, the only strikeout that's happened. And now McDonald's got one more pitch. And we are ready to go. The 10 hitter Easton Howard will be the first one to face him. And apparently, nope, there was a miscommunication. Apparently, McDonald's got one more. And here we go. One away. The third pitcher of the inning for Manoa. And here's the first pitch from McDonald. And that one bounces away from the catcher. And they will not get Gillespie. He is safe on the pass ball, and it's 6-0 South Lexington. And the rest of the runners each advance to base. And so Easton Howard's got a 1-0 count. Time is called as McDonald steps off the rubber. Now here comes the 1-0 from McDonald. And that one's in there for a strike, and the count is even 1-1. Kerrigan Charles must be smiling with joy because he has yet to pitch, and he's got a 6-run cushion right now. There's strike 2 from Chris McDonald. Beautiful pitch right there on the outside corner. And the count is 1-2. So way to battle back after a pass ball that got away from the catcher. He comes back with 2, and this one is fouled off by Howard. That ball is down and away. Good stop by Okuhara. And the count is now even at 2 apiece. So here comes the 2-2. That is in there for a called strike 3. And the second K between the 3 pitchers. Gorman recorded one, and the first batter that McDonald sees, he records a strikeout. And back to the top of the order as it turns over. Batting around the lineup, here comes Miles Allison. He had a single last time up, and he grounds one right up the middle. This will be an easy routine play. Out at first is Miles Anderson, and the bleeding is held to 6 runs. So South Lexington bats around the lineup. They score 6 times on a handful of walks, and they will leave men at second and third. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus and Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's Insurance Professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. Crowd Company's The Business Professionals. Well, if you missed the top of the first, you missed an entertaining one. 6 runs on 1 hit for South Lexington. They lead at 6-0 as Kerrigan Charles will be the man on the mound, and Christian Butler is behind the plate. And it will start off with the catcher, Cade Ukahara, to lead it off for Manoa. So 6-0 as Kerrigan Charles begins his first inning of work.
The leadoff batter for Manoa, number 50, Cade Okuhara.
And you look at, and you got to think, if you're Kerrigan Charles, you're thanking your team because you got a 6-0 cushion right now, and you don't want to be the one to give up that 6-0 cushion. Cade Okuhara will step up to the plate. That one's in there for a called strike from home plate umpire. So Manoa, swing and a miss. Kerrigan Charles is not messing around. He's going right at these hitters with some speed and some power. So Manoa from the state of Hawaii, the island of Hawaii. Next pitch, just outside for a ball, and the count is 1-2 on Okuhara. They are from the capital city of the state, Honolulu, which is on the island of Oahu. Next pitch, this is fouled off by Okuhara, and he stays alive. Honolulu. I did not know this actually, just looked this up. Hawaiian for sheltered harbor or calm ports. Hey, I learn something new every day, I guess. It's one place I have never been. I've traveled to a lot of states. Never been to Hawaii. I do want to go there one day. This one just misses the outside corner for a ball. And the count is run even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter for Manoa. The 2-2 from Charles. Swing and a miss, and Okahara goes down swinging. Good start to the day for Kerrigan Charles. And now the second baseman, Jace Wong, will step to the plate. So you had 20 pitches thrown by Slade Joseph. You had 23 pitches thrown by Reese Gorman. Strike 1 called to Wong. And then you had Chris McDonald. 3 pitchers it took to get 3 outs. Here comes the 0-1. This one is roped down the left field line, and it's right field line. And number 12, it gets away from him. And Wong will head into second. He's got a stand-up double. And now here comes the new first baseman, Slade Joseph.
Now batting, number 29, Slade Joseph.
And now Slade Joseph looking to cut the deficit down to less. They're down 6-0. Kerrigan Charles trying to keep that deficit there. That's a strike right there down Broadway. Nice pitch by Charles. 9 pitches so far for Kerrigan Charles. Next pitch to Joseph is a little high and out for a ball, and the count's evened at 1 apiece. Malosi Stowers is the next batter for Manoa. Here's the 1-1. This is fouled off by Joseph. But a nice catch over there by number 1. That's Gocher. So now looking at this, Slade Joseph has a 1-2 count. And Kerrigan gets his sign. Here he comes. And that ball gets past Butler. No throw down to third. And wild pitch gets Wong to third base. And the count is even at 2 apiece. Slade Joseph looking to get a hold of something to get the first run across for Manoa. Charles gets his sign. He comes set. Here's 2-2. That one gets past Butler, but it bounces right back to him, and no one's coming home. And the count is now 3-2. Runner at third. 6-0 South Lexington on top of Manoa here, bottom of the first. And that pitch just misses outside for a ball, and Slade Joseph takes his base. Malosi Stowers is next batter up, 1 away. The double play ball is in effect. That's one thing we haven't seen much of so far, besides that 3 unassisted we saw in Game 1. So here comes the first pitch to Stowers, and it's outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Pono Mineshima is on deck. Foul ball off by Stowers. And the count is even, 1 apiece now. 16 pitches so far for Kerrigan. 1-1 count here to Stowers as Kerrigan Charles is looking for like a nice ground ball to get out of this jam and keep Manoa from scoring any runs here in the bottom of the first. That one just misses, and Joseph takes second base without a throw. So a stolen base for Slade Joseph, and the count is now 2-1 on the cleanup hitter for Manoa. Here comes the 2-1 from Charles. That hits the corner for a strike, and the count is now even at 2 apiece. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runners at second and third, 6-0. This is ground foul. And count will stay where it's at. It's at 2-2 still. 19 pitches for Charles so far. He comes set, Charles does, and here's the 2-2. And that one just misses for a ball. A little low. It's 3-2 count now on Stowers. Stowers getting instructions down there at third from his third base coach. That is Coach Joseph. And now here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Good comeback away by Kerrigan Charles, and he records the second out. Second strikeout of the day for Charles. And now Malosi, or now... And now Pono, Mineshima Eldridge will step up to the plate. First pitch, right down Broadway for a strike. Charles looking to get out of this inning and not give up any runs at all and keep that 6-0 lead for South Lexington. Next pitch, down low for a ball. The count's even, 1-1. Mineshima looking for an RBI chance here. This one is outside and up for a ball, and Charles taps his chest, goes like, yep, that one's on me. Here's the 2-1 from Charles. Just misses that corner again. 3-1 count on Mineshima. And the next batter up is the extra hitter. That's Kandem Yamamoto. He comes set. Here's a 3-1. And that's inside, and no one's coming home. And did that hit him? It must have hit him because... Oh, it was ball 4. So what I thought hit him, it was actually ball 4. And now the bags are loaded for Kandem Yamamoto. So 2 outs, 26 pitches now is what Kerrigan Charles is up to. It's still 6-0, and this one will get away from Butler. Nobody's coming home, and nobody's moving at all. Good defense there by Christian Butler to keep those runners from advancing. And another wild pitch almost thrown by Kerrigan Charles. Now here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss from Yamamoto. Good speed there by Charles, and he evens the count at 1 apiece. Bases loaded. Here's the 1-1. That one's down for a ball, and the count is now 2-1 on the extra hitter, Yamamoto. The pitcher, Chris McDonald, will be the next batter. Here's the next pitch. This just misses that corner again for a ball. Count is now 3-1 on Yamamoto. And just like in the top of the first, walk is an RBI for Yamamoto. 3-1, outside, ball 4, and the first run scores for Manoa.
Next up, the number 7 hitter, number 39, Chris McDonald.
Now Chris McDonald, the pitcher for Manoa, will step up to the plate. 31 pitches now for Kerrigan Charles. The first pitch to McDonald. That is in there for a called strike. And the count is 0-1 on Manoa's pitcher. Here's the next pitch. That one outside for a ball. And it counts even at 1 apiece. 33 pitches. Charles's pitch count continues to climb. Here comes the next pitch, the 1-1. That just misses again, and the count is now 2-1 on McDonald. Onizuka is the next batter for Manoa. And here's the 2-1. This is fouled off by McDonald. And so now the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 6-1 in favor of South Lexington right now. And here comes. This is outside for a ball, and the count runs full. 3-2 count. 36 pitches so far for Kerrigan Charles. And my cameraman, Zach Zanelli, was saying he's throwing hard. And I said, yeah, he is throwing hard. Looked like he had a little more control in the warm-ups, but now he's losing control a little bit. Up to 36 pitches. McDonald just looking for a nice, easy hit here. This one is fouled by McDonald. Count stays full, 3-2. As McDonald will take a few extra breaths before he steps back. And here we go. Charles gets his sign from his catcher, Butler. The 3-2. This is swung and lifted into right field for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes his second. The replay to the plate. He is safe at the home. And it's 6-3 now. Joseph comes in, and Mine Shima came in as well. 6-3. And on the relay, it was close, but I believe that Mine Shima got his hand in there. Good call by our home plate umpire. And it is 6-3 now, 2 down. And a meeting at the mound for Kerrigan, Charles, and South Lexington. So Yamamoto will be at third base. And McDonald is at second with a 2 RBI double, and Ethan Onizuka will step into the box. This one is down for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on the center fielder Onizuka. Charles comes set, gets a sign, And here's the 1-0. That one's in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1 now on the number 8 hitter. So Onizuka trying to continue this little rally that Manoa's got. They got two runners in scoring position right now. This is fouled off by Onizuka. Right back to the screen, and the count is now 1-2 on the center fielder. Reese Gorman, the left fielder, will be the next at bat. And if it gets to it, Jet Young, the shortstop, after that. The 1-2. And that hits Onizuka on the back, and he will take first base. And that stings. He got it right planted up in the shoulders, I believe. That will definitely leave a mark.
Next up, number 24, Reese Gorman.
And so it'll be Reese Gorman coming up to the plate now for Manoa. Well, we talked about a long top of the first. How about a long just first inning in general? First pitch was at 5:03. It is 5:51 now. How about almost a 50-minute first inning? That is something you don't see every day. First pitch is outside for a ball. To Reese Gorman now. He can do some damage. Also, a walk brings in a run. It's an RBI for Gorman at that point. The 1-0. This is lifted foul down the line. So now it is 1-1 on Reese Gorman. Here comes the 1-1, swing and a miss. And now the count is 1-2 on Gorman, as Charles looks like he's gotten something going here. 45 pitches. This one is inside, and it gets away, and another run will score. There'll be no play at the plate. Yamamoto's in safe, and it is 6-4 now. South Lexington's lead keeps on dwindling away. Two count to Reese Gorman. And a base hit could do some damage. It could tie it right here. Swing and a miss. And Charles gets out of the jam, leaves 2 men on, but 4 come around for Manoa, and they trail South Lexington 6-4 as we head into the top of the second. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. As we start here in the second inning, 6-4, 10 runs between the two teams in one inning in a 50-minute, yeah, I said that right, 50-minute total first inning, as Chris McDonald will step back to the mound to work his second inning. He right now has 2/3 of an innings pitched, as Manoa got sick, almost batted around the lineup, but couldn't get there. They left men at second and third. That still brought 4 around. Cut the deficit to 2 now instead of 6. So now South Lexington comes back to the plate to bat. And here's number 39. Chris McDonald stepping back to the plate, and it'll be Tyler Carius leading it off for South Lexington here in the top of the second. Carius got on via a base on balls in the top of the first. He came around to score as well. He was the second run of the inning, courtesy of the walk to Kerrigan Charles. Charles got that RBI. And now South Lexington's got a man warming up in the pen down the first base line, as the first pitch to Carius is down for a ball. And the count is 1-0 on Tyler Carius. And here comes the 1-0. That one just a little high for a ball, and the count's 2-0 now. Top of the second, 6-4. This one is just misses for a ball. 3-0 to Carius. The 3-0 in there for a called strike, and the count is now 3-1 on Carius. And here comes the 3-1 from McDonald. That one's in the turf, and it bounces right into Okahara's mitt. And Carius will gladly take first base for his second walk of the day. And yet to have an official at-bat. Now Chase Baber will step up. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game. Brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. This one is in the turf for a ball to Baber. Good stop by Okahara. And it is a 1-0 count. 13 pitches so far for McDonald, the third pitcher for Manoa this evening. That one's right down Broadway for a strike. And the count is 1-1 now on Baber. Baber was also a walk. He has not had an official at-bat yet either. This one bounces away from Okahara, and Carius will easily take second base on the pass ball. And Baber has a 2-1 count on him now. And here comes the 2-1. That one is also in the strike zone, and it's 2-2 now. Good fight back here by McDonald, trying to keep his pitch count low so they don't have to burn through another one. That'd be the fourth pitcher so far for Manoa. 2-2. Hit right up the middle. Second baseman's got it. Throws over to Slade at first, and Joseph steps on the bag and holds on to the ball as well to record the first out. Carius advances to third. Christian Butler, next batter. And Christian Butler doing a great job behind the plate so far. He is catching for South Lexington. Here's the first pitch to him. This one's outside for a ball. Hey, count is 1-0 on Christian Butler. Here comes the 1-0. That one's inside, almost hit Butler. And the count is now 2-0 on the catcher. Kerrigan Charles, next batter up after Butler. And here's 2-0. And that one gets away. That bounces all the way up to basically my level here in the press box. But no run. The runner at third will not come home. So it is just a ball. And it's now 3-0 on Christian Butler. And here comes the 3-0. That one is just hits the strike zone for strike one. And now it's 3-1. And now you got to think he's given the green light to swing at this point. 3-1 count. Something in the zone. You're going to swing at it and try to get a piece. Here comes the 3-1. That one's outside the zone. And it's ball four and another walk. Kerrigan Charles next up. And time called by the catcher as Okuhara ran to the dugout. Get some information from somebody. I believe it was their coach. Yep. And he's relaying signals over to his teammates. And so now we'll see what that'll do as it is one away. And it'll be Kerrigan Charles now batting, the pitcher for South Lexington. And here comes the first pitch to Charles. This one's in the turf. It's away. Butler is going to be in a pickle, and they are not going to get anybody. Butler retreats back to first base. And so that was really close for once. I thought Butler was going to try to steal second, but he had second thoughts as that throw was right on the money by Okuhara. And so now it is a 1-0 count on Kerrigan Charles. As McDonald comes set. Here's the 1-0. Right down Broadway, and they're nice throw once again by Okuhara, and they are really keeping Christian Butler at bay over there at first, not letting him advance easily. And so a 1-1 count on Kerrigan Charles. And here comes the 1-1. That one bounces away from Okuhara, and that's how Butler will get second base on a pass ball right there. Karras stays put at third, one away, and Charles has a 2-1 count now. Hit right up the middle. Past the pitcher. Second baseman will throw out Kerrigan Charles, but the run comes home. It's an RBI ground out. 4-3 on the putout for Kerrigan Charles.
Next up, number 13, Blake Gillespie.
And advancing the third on the ground out is Christian Butler. Now Blake Gillespie will step up to the plate. 7-4, back to and it's to a 3-run lead now as Gillespie lines this one straight to the second baseman. Another beautiful catch there by Jace Wong, and that will end the inning as South Lexington strands the runner at third. We'll head to the bottom of the second. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
And a new pitcher now for South Lexington as we are about to begin the bottom of the second. That's Cannon Harden, number 17 for South Lexington, coming to pitch as Kerrigan Charles will move to first base now. And Cannon Harden was playing center field. So we got a new center fielder out there. That's number 99 for South Lexington. And it's Cash Rowe in center field for South Lexington, as he'll be the second pitcher of the day for South Lexington. As now Christian Butler will come to the backstop, start catching. Yes, here we go with another inning of work. First inning of work for Harden, as we are getting ready to start the bottom of the second. 7-4. South Lexington is leading.
Number 1, Jeff Young.
And Jet Young will lead it off for Manoa. Yep, thank you. And so now we're waiting a second to get set, and now we're getting set. Here comes the first pitch to Young, and this is outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on the shortstop for Manoa. Next pitch, inside for a ball. The count is 2-0 now. Next pitch just misses. A little high. 3-0 now on Young. As Young just trying to cut this deficit in half. There's a strike. And the count is now 3-1 on Young. Next pitch, ball 4, and to start the game, to start the inning, it's a walk.
Number 50, Cade Okuhara.
And now back to the top of the lineup, Cade Okuhara coming back to the plate. for the second time. This one's up and out for a ball. Count is 1-0 on Cade Okuhara. Next pitch inside, almost hit Okuhara, and the count's 2-0. You just got to get a feeling for any of the pitchers. Not many of the pitchers have had any good control, it seems like, at this point. There's a strike from Harden, and the count is now 2-1 on the catcher, Okuhara. Next pitch, 2-1, hits the outside for a strike, and the count is now even 2 apiece. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Okuhara. And a man at first. This is lifted in left field for a base hit. And Young will get to second safely. And now there are runners at second and third. And now it'll be Jace Wong coming to the plate. Next first pitch, bunt shown by Wong, fouled. The count is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss from Wong. And quickly the count runs to an 0-2 count. Slade Joseph on deck. Here comes the 0-2. Called! Strike 3! The first strikeout of the day for Cannon Harden. And now Slade Joseph will step up to the box. A base on balls. The first time up. If you get to have official at bat, this one's inside and almost hit Joseph. That count is 1-0 on him. Next pitch. This one's inside as well. And the count is 2-0 on the first baseman. Here comes the 2-0. That one's right down the middle for a strike, and the count is now 2-1. The 2-1. Down and in for a ball, and the count is now 3-1 on Joseph. Runners at second and first with one away. This next one. This is taken for ball 4, and the bags are loaded.
Now batting number 44, Manoa Stowers.
And now Malosi Stowers is up to the bat. And here's the pitch to him. Check swing. He went, says home plate umpire. Count is 0-1 on Stowers. And here comes the 0-1. This is roped. Nice play by third base, and they will not get the runner at second. A run will score, and it is 7-5, back to a 2-run lead.
Next up, number 13, Pono Eldridge.
Fielder's choice gets Stowers on, and now Pono Minesima up to the plate. Called strike 1 to him. And here comes the 0-1. That's also in there for a strike, and the count is quickly at 0-2. And here comes the 0-2. Now step on third, over to first, in time to grab him! What a grab by Kerrigan Charles, and the South Lexington bench comes alive. They leave him, Manoa leaves him loaded, and it will be 7-5 as we head to the top of the third. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
(7-5) as we start the third inning, as another run for each team was scored in the top and the bottom of the second. So it's 7-5 as we head into the third. And Manoa, but what a beautiful play to end the bottom of the second on a 5-3 double play. Started off by South Lexington. So it'll be Charlie Gocher to start off the frame for South Lexington. And McDonald will go back to work on the mound for Manoa. In Crown Point to watch the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in for a bite to eat at one of Crown Point's most popular eating establishments, Station 21 American Grill. From burgers and ribs to wings and fish, open every day at 11 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Station 21 is just a short 1 minute away from the ballpark. Check out their menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax. We're actually up here in the booth enjoying some Station 21 for dinner. As Zach had a wrap, Joey got the, believe, steak hoagie, and that steak hoagie he said is phenomenal, and I got the S21 burger, and it is always good. Everything's good at Station 21. I've been there probably about 10 times, and I enjoy it every time I go there. So now Charlie Gocher will step into the box. He will be the first batter of the inning for South Lexington as we begin the top of the third. And this one gets away from McDonald and almost hits Gocher. And the count is 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. That one's right down Broadway to Gocher for a strike, and the count is 1-1 now. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off by Gocher, right off his foot. That was very quickly called by the umpire, and Gocher is up hobbling a little bit, as that did look like it stung a little bit. We'll see if he stays in the game. I think he will. Well, he's walking it off down there on the third base line. Well, the count is now 1-2 to Charlie Gocher. As the umpire is talking with Coach Gillespie and Gocher. And Gocher goes like, I'm good to go. Let's go. The count is 1-2 on Charlie Gocher. As McDonald gets his sign, becomes set. Here's the 1-2. In the turf for a ball, and the count is 2-2 now. As here comes the 2-2 from McDonald. This is grounded to third base. Easy play. Throws over to first in time on a bounce. Great play there by Slade Joseph to get it. And a 5-3 ground out starts the top of the third. And now the pitcher, Cannon Hardin, will step up to the plate for the second time. Base on balls, his first time up in the top of the first. This is his second non-official at bat. Swing and a miss. He was out in front of that ball. As the ball dribbles right back to the backstop. So now it's a 0-1 count, one away on for Cannon Hardin. 7-5 South Lexington over Manoa. Here comes the 0-1. That one just misses a little high for a ball, and the count's 1-1 now. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and fouled back. And now the count is 1-2 on Cannon Haddon. Shakes him off, and now McDonald gets what he wants. Here comes the 1-2. That one is high and away. And that is ball 2, and the count runs even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. Down in the turf. Ball 3, and the count is full. McDonald's getting his sign. He gets what he wants. Comes set. There comes the 3-2. And that just missed the zone. Ball 4. And Hardin gets a free base. Second time he's been walking now. Hank Peterson will step up to the plate. With 1 away. Here comes the first pitch to him. He showed bunt, called strike right in the zone. And the count is 0-1 on Hank Peterson, the right fielder. The next pitch from McDonald is grounded to third base, throws over, and it gets past Young into center field. An errant throw by the third baseman. And what looked like could be a routine 5-4-3 double play is not. Now Rowe will step up to the box, and I think that might be it for McDonald. And so we will see a fourth pitcher for Manoa here in this game, possibly. Or maybe McDonald's just out there talking a little bit. Lots of sun left here today so far as the umpire goes up to break it up. So one away. Got runners at first and third. And it'll be row number 99 coming up to the plate for South Lexington. Cash Rowe. Here's the first pitch to him. He showed bunt. Doesn't go. Bluffs the throw. And throws over to third. Was Okuhara. But not in time as Harden gets back. Peterson advances to second. And Cash Rowe takes ball one. As here comes the 1-0 to Rowe. That just misses for a ball, and the count is now 2-1 on Cash Rowe. McDonald comes set. Here's the 2-0. That one's in the turf. Good block, though, by Okuhara to keep that from getting away from him. And the count is now 3-0 on Rowe. This is Cash Rowe's first official AB. And now we got activity down the line in the bullpen. As Manoa's got number 17, Ethan Onizuka warming up. Next pitch, right down Broadway for a strike to Rowe, and the count now is 3-1. Here we go. 3-1, and time called for home plate as Okuhara is fixing his shoe. I think he's tying it. Yeah, it looks like he's tying his shoe. And so there he gets time for that. He sticks on the catcher's mask, and now we're ready to go. 3-1 count to Cash Rowe. And here comes the 3-1. Just outside, Rowe takes first base on a walk.
Now up number 6, Miles Allison.
Runners stay put. Now Miles Allison will come up to the bat. 0 for 1 officially. Ground out, and he was walked in the first. Came around to score in that first inning. So Allison's next at bat. This one will start out with a strike. Count is 0-1 on Miles Allison. Here comes the 0-1. This is smoked past the shortstop. 1 run is in. Here comes the second. The relay to the plate is not in time. And now they got Miles Allison caught between first and second, and they're going to get him at second, or first. And now they will try to throw out Rowe at second, not in time. 2 runs scored. And it is 9-5 South Lexington now. Miles Allison was caught. Well, he is the second out of the inning. As a 2 RBI single for Miles Allison. And now it'll be Tyler Karras up to plate again. 2 walks to his name. This one's grounded to third base. And we'll throw over to first. And Joseph steps on the bag in time to retire the side. And that'll do it for South Lexington here. As they plate 2 more, they lead 9-5 as we head to the bottom of the third. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
bottom of the third, 9-5 South Lexington on top of Manoa. As Hardin back out to work another inning of relief for South Lexington. Is about to get the bottom of the third going here. 9-5 South Lexington on top of Manoa. Tyler Richards alongside with Zach Zanelli and Joey here. Zach running camera and Joey is producing, keeping us on the air. So we had a few glitches, but we want to thank Zach Miller also for helping us out with that.
First up for
Coming over.
number 21, Cam Yamamoto.
And Cam Yamamoto will lead it off for Manoa to start the bottom of the third. First pitch to him. This is grounded to the third baseman. And he'll throw over to first in time to record the out. One pitch and a ground out. 5-3 on the put out. And now Chris McDonald will step up to the plate now. Fuck, my head's killing me. Here's the first pitch to McDonald. That's in there for a strike. Good pitch by Hardin. Probably one of the better ones he's thrown so far. This is a 9-5 lead for South Lexington. That one also right down the middle. A good pitch once again. 2 in a row. Can he make it 3? Here comes the 0-2. That one gets away. It almost hit McDonald, but he got out of the way. And so the count goes to 1-2 now. And here comes the 1-2. This is fouled off by McDonald and bounces right off the top of the South Lexington dugout down the first base side. Here comes the 1-2. This is popped up into center field. And the center fielder's under it. That's Rowe. He's got it. 2 down.
Next up, number 23, Kipton Zakuma.
And now it'll be Kipton Dakumos stepping up to the plate for Manoa. And umpire making Gorman go back to the other side. And here comes the first pitch, swing and a miss from Dakumos. Next pitch is swung on and missed as well, and Dakumos finds himself quickly in the hole, 0-2. And here comes the next one. This is popped up. This is going to get foul and out of play. And count remains at 2-0. It comes set, does Harden. The 0-2, swung and fouled, coming right back up to us. It bounces right back to Butler, and he'll throw back to Harden. And the count remains 0-2, 2 down, 9-5 South Lexington. Here comes the 0-2. This is popped up once again, and this will also get out of play to the left of us. Count remains at 0-2 still. Harden comes set. Here comes the 0-2. Called strike 3, and Dakumos goes down looking, and Harden pumping his fist. A little hug there with his teammates, and that will end the third. It'll be 9-5 as we head to the fourth. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Back here in Crown Point, top of the fourth, as McDonald back out to work another inning of work. He's up to 48 pitches so far on the day. And just waiting for Okuhara to put on his gear and put on his mitt. We can start warming up by throwing some pitches to him. 9-5 South Lexington on top of Manoa. And there. And stay with us after the game as the game when we'll name the Proud Union home play of the game presented by the Region Sports Network. And I've got a few in mind, but I'm thinking that 5-3 double play to end the bottom of the second is my go-to one right now at this point. It was a big game changer as it really put a hop in South Lexington's step defensively. As last inning, Manoa went 1-2-3 for the first time, and now Chase Baber will lead it off for South Lexington. McDonald is up to 48 pitches. Here's the first pitch to Baber. That is bounced into the turf for a ball. And the count is 1-0 on the third baseman, who started that double play, actually, for South Lexington. Next pitch. That's in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1 now. Next pitch from McDonald. That's also in there for a strike. And now he seemed to find his zone. And here comes the 1-2. This is grounded to the second baseman. Cleanly thrown over to Joseph at first for the first out. Foul 3 on the put out. And now the catcher, Christian Butler, will step up to the plate. It's a good start for Manoa. They want to keep the pitch count low for McDonald's. They want to use him as much as possible. Here comes the first pitch to Butler, and that one is bounced in the turf and wide for a ball. Here comes the 1-0 from McDonald. That one misses outside for a ball, and the count is 2-0 now. And there's ball 3, and the count is now 3-0, as Butler's been walked twice so far, so he's yet to record an official at-bat. And here comes the 3-0, and that one bounces up and into the netting. And so Butler will round first, but will advance no further. So Christian Butler's on with another walk. That's his third of the game. And now Kerrigan Charles, the first baseman, will step up to the plate. A walk and a ground out, but that ground out was an RBI. So we'll see what Kerrigan Charles can do. That first pitch to him, in there for a strike. And Butler bluffed a move to second, but he heads back to first. As here comes Kerrigan Charles now back into the box. 1-1 count, or 1-0-1 count for him. Grounded to the first baseman. He will step on the bag, throws over to second, not in time. And it was close, as Butler looked like he could have been off the bag. It was 4-3 on the putout of Charles. And now Blake Gillespie, the second baseman, will step up to the plate. As Gillespie digs in. Here's the first pitch to him. That's in the turf, bounces, and Butler looked like he took third, but he decides to just head back to second instead. Next pitch. Swung and hit towards third baseman. Bobbled for a little bit, but throws back over to first in time to record the outs. And they strand the runner at second base. The score stays 9-5 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. 9-5 as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Cannon Hardin still on the mound for South Lexington. And as we have said before, this game is brought to you. Just a reminder that coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network is presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus is your one-stop store for all your pet's needs. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For more information, visit PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point. So 35 pitches right now for Cannon Hardin as he is out there to work another inning of relief. Done a good job so far. (9-5) in favor of South Lexington as they are looking to get a win here tonight and end the day on a good note. Ooh, like a hot shot by Butler. It's Gillespie. Looked like he was almost going to take off Gillespie's head for a second. And Reese Gorman will step to the plate for Manoa. So after a long first inning, the last couple innings have been nice and short. 4-batter inning in the top half. Manoa went down in order the last time. 3 up, 3 down. So we'll see if that will continue as Gorman calls time. And now we're ready to go. First pitch as Gorman shows bunt and foul. As Gorman looking to get his first official at-bat. And this one is hit towards Hardin. Throws over to first in time. 1-3 on the putout of Reese Gorman. And that'll bring up Jet Young to the plate.
Next up, number 1, Jeff Young. Jet Young.
And Jet Young getting some information from his coach down there on the third base line. And his first pitch in there for a strike. Hardin has really found some rhythm here this last couple innings, as he is just a machine. Gets up there, throws his pitch. Knows what he wants. That one inside, but a called strike 2 to Young. That just hit the inside corner of the zone most likely. And now it is an 0-2 count on Jet Young. He's got to protect the plate here. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the lineup turns over, and now it is Cade Ukuhara, the catcher for Manoa. As now Cade Ukuhara is looking to at least get on base. The second time, it could be 3 up, 3 down once again for South Lexington. This one is bounced right in front of Butler. Bounces right off him and towards the backstop. So the count is 1-0 on Ukuhara. Next pitch. That is also a ball as it gets away. It bounces right back to Butler. 2-0 count. Still, score stands at 9-5. 2 down. We got a 2-0 count on Cade Ukuhara. Hardin comes set. Here's the 2-0. That's in there for a strike. That froze Ukuhara there for a second. And now here comes the 2-1 from Hardin. That one hit him, and Ukuhara will take first base on the hit by pitch.
Number 4, Jace Wong.
And next batter up will be Jace Wong for Manoa. So 2 down, and here comes the first pitch to Wong. This one's fouled off. Charles has a beat on it, but it's going to get out of play, and that's an 0-1 count. The count is 0-1 on the second baseman, Wong. Next pitch, just outside for a ball, and the count is 1-1 now. And now the 1-1. Hit to the third baseman. And he'll throw over to first in time, and that will retire the side as they strand the runner at first base, and the score stands 9-5 as we end the fourth. We're heading to the fifth inning. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Back here in Crown Point, new pitcher to the mound for Manoa, and that is Ethan Onizuka. He will be the new hurler on the mound for Manoa as they trail 9-5 as we head here into the fifth inning. And so the lead is a 4-run lead for South Lexington. And it will be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for South Lexington this inning. Charlie Gocher, Cannon Harden, and Hank Peterson. And we'll see what can happen here. Last 2 innings have been nice and quick after a long first inning. 50 minutes right on the dot for that first inning. So a new pitcher out there for them as McDonald goes back to first now. Onizuka was the extra hitter, so he comes in from that. And it'll be Gocher, like I said, to lead it off for South Lexington now. So Onizuka will be the new hurler on the mound. And we'll see what he can do. In Crown Point to watch the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in for a bite to eat at one of Crown Point's most popular eating establishments, Station 21 American Grill. From burgers and ribs to wings and fish, open every day at 11 a.m. for lunch and dinner. Station 21 is just a short 1-minute away from the ballpark. Check out their menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, relax. And throw down, and we're ready to start this top half of the 5th inning now. And we are just about to hit 7 o'clock here in Crown Point. Working on a 2-hour game so far almost. Once 7:03 comes around, that'll be a 2-hour game. 9-5 South Lexington. First pitch in there for a strike to Gocher. Gocher is 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. Now he's getting something, looks like getting some sunglasses out there in the outfield for Slade Joseph, as he is now the new left fielder. Next pitch. This is grounded right to McDonald at first base. He'll step on the bag to record the out. First out, 3 unassisted. Now Cannon Hardin will step up to the plate, the pitcher. And then it'll be Hank Peterson after that. He is on deck right now. First pitch to him, and it's the ball up and in. The count is 1-0 on Hardin. Next pitch, fouled off by Hardin, and the count runs even, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That floats in there, and that is a strike. Says he went. Says the home plate umpire. And the count is now 1-2. Onizuka working pretty quick out there. This is a jam shot to left field, and Joseph will ground it and get it. And so now a runner at first base with 1 away, and now it'll be Hank Peterson. The first pitch to Peterson is grounded right back to the pitcher. Throws over to second and over to first, not in time. So 1-4 on the putout of Hardin at second. Hank Peterson reaches on a fielder's choice. And now Brady Heiler, number 14, will come up to the plate. This first pitch is in the turf, blocked by the catcher, Okuhara. Now Heiler looks at a 1-0 count. Next pitch to him. This is roped past the second baseman and into right field, not in time. Throws over the shortstop's head, and the runners will not advance. Base hit for Heiler.
Next up, number 6, Miles Allison.
Comes Miles Allison up to the plate. And time called, and they will go check out. And we'll go talk. Catcher will go talk with his pitcher. Called strike one to Allison. This one is just misses for a ball, and the count is now 1-1 on Allison. Here comes the 1-1. That one's in there for a strike, and the count is now 1-2 on Allison. Onizuka gets his sign, comes set. Here's the 1-2. Upstairs for a ball, and the count runs even. 2 apiece. Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3, and Allison is down looking. That'll end the top half of the 5th. And the score stands at 9-5 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
This box is small, like Pet Supplies Plus. This one is large, like a big box store. In each, Stu, hi Stu, has carefully hidden a toy. Question is, which dog will find it first? Ta-da! Moose, no! You were so close.
Located just 1 block north of the square in Crown Point and just 1 minute from Jerry Ross Park, Station 21 American Grill is one of the city's most popular eateries. Station 21 offers a full menu from steaks and seafood to burgers and wings. While in town for the Cal Ripken World Series, stop in and enjoy comfortable dining while watching a game on one of the 28 big screen TVs. Check out the menu at station21.com. Station 21 American Grill. Eat, drink, and relax.
Welcome back to the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series, presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point.
Bottom of the 5th, and Hardin back out on the mound for South Lexington as they lead Manoa 9-5 here in Crown Point in our final game here on this field of the day. As the throwdown happens, and we're ready to go. And just a reminder that coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series on the Region Sports Network is presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. Pet Supplies Plus, your one-stop store for all your pets' needs. Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point. For more information, visit PetSuppliesPlus/Crown Point. Slade Joseph will lead it off, and he will take a called strike from Hardin. And the count is 0-1. Here's the next pitch. That one's just a little low, and the count is now evened at 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch is inside, almost hit Slade Joseph, and the count is now 2-1. Hardin doing some excellent work out there in relief. He's yet to give up a run. He's looking to continue this dominance that he's on. Swing and a miss from Joseph, and he gets the count back to 2-2. That's the way you want to do it if you're Hardin. And here comes the 2-2. Ooh, that one looks like it slipped out of Hardin's hands a little bit. It happens. It's hot out there. The ball can get a little slippery. Your hand can get sweaty. And the count is now 3-2 on Slade Joseph. And here's the next pitch. This is fouled off by Joseph. And the count stays full. Good way to protect the plate there by Joseph. 3-2. And ball 4 called by on Joseph, and he will get a free base.
Next up, number 44.
The third time he's gotten a free base today. Here comes Stowers to the plate now. .53 pitches for Hardin as this one is popped up by Stowers. Right fielder's got a read on it, but it drops foul. (9-5) Stowers. Next pitch is inside. Did that get him? It did not, and the count is now 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Hardin. And he's got him right where he wants him. He's got a 2-1 count. Looking for another strikeout. Next pitch. This is popped up into right field, under it, and he's got it. And there's the first out. So Pono Mineshima will come up to the plate now, as a ground ball could possibly start a routine double play here. This one's inside for a ball, as Eldridge had to turn away from it, but otherwise he would have gotten hit. Here's the next pitch. Grounder right back to the pitcher. He'll throw over to second. There's one there. Not going to get two.
Next up, number 21, Cam Yamamoto.
1-6 on the putout for Slade Joseph. And now it'll be Cam Yamamoto stepping to the plate. 2 down, 9-5, South Lexington. Upstairs for a ball. Count is 1-0. Next pitch. This is popped up. First baseman's got it, and that will end the inning. Good play by Charles. No runs, score, 1 left on, 9-5. We head to the top of the 6th, 9-5 in favor of South Lexington. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus and Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
And we head to the 6th inning with South Lexington leading 9-5 over Manoa. It'll be Carius, Baber, and Butler here in the 6th inning for South Lexington. And it'll be Unizuka back out on the mound for Manoa. He's only got 14 pitches, and we'll interesting to see what happens in the bottom of the 6. Do they stick with Harden, or I believe it looks like they're going to go with a reliever, as they got number 12 warming up in the pen down the right field line. So now here we go. It'll be Tyler Carius leading it off. Carius is 0 for 1. 2 walks and a ground out. And he's come around and scored both times when he's walked. First pitch. It's outside for a ball. Next pitch to him. And that hits Carius on the back, and he will take his base. Hit by pitch. And now Baber will come up to the plate. And the count now, and we got a runner at first base with nobody out here in the top of the 6. Time called by Baber, getting some signs from his coach. Strike 1 called on Baber. The count is 0-1 on Baber. You need something to hit here. If you're Baber, just trying to get some. That's not what you want. Back to the pitcher. Out at 1-2. Safe at first. So Carius is out on the putout. And Baber reaches from a fielder's choice, and now Christian Butler will step to the plate. 1 away. First pitch to Butler. Right down Broadway for a strike. And the count is 0-1 on Butler. Next pitch, down low for a ball, and the count runs even. 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1. That one's outside for a ball. Snap throw over to first, not in time to get Baber. And the count is now 2-1 on Christian Butler. Here comes the 2-1. This is popped up into right field and caught by number 13, and there's the second out.
Now up number 48, Kerrigan Charles.
So a fly out to the right fielder, 2 down, and now Kerrigan Charles will step to the plate. Kind of tough. I'm thinking I've got my ideas for the awards, especially Blue Collar and Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. As this one is in the turf for a ball. And Baber is going nowhere as Charles put up the stop sign and said, no, don't move. So now here's the 1-0 from Onizuka. That one's upstairs for a ball and almost a snap throw. Back over to first. But nobody was there to cover, so Baber could have took second possibly. And the count is now 2-0 on Charles. Next pitch. It's away for a ball, and the count is now 3-0. A 3-0 count to Kerrigan Charles as Gillespie stands on deck. Next batter up for South Lexington if it comes to it. Here's the 3-0. right down Broadway for a strike. Charles takes it. 3-0 count. You're up by 4. No point in swinging away. And now here is the 3-1 from Onizuka. And time call is Onizuka said he wanted to call time there. And he comes set, gets his sign. Comes set. Here's the 3-1. Fouled off by Charles, and the count is now 3-2. And now if you're Kiergan Charles, you got to protect that plate. Onizuka is shaking him off. Guy's sign. Comes set. Here comes the 3-2 in the turf for a ball, and that's ball 4. Baber down to second, and Charles will gladly take first base.
Now up, number 13, Blake Gillespie.
Second time he's reached thanks to a base on balls, and now Blake Gillespie steps up to the plate. First pitch to him is rocketed foul over off towards the South Lexington dugout. And the count is 0-1 now. Runners on first and second, 2 down, 9-5. Upstairs for a ball, and now control is becoming an issue for Onizuka. He's just trying to find that zone. He's got a 1-1 count. That one's outside, and the count now 2-1. Here comes the 2-1. And this is grounded. And shovel pass over to second. And that will retire South Lexington. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Do or die time for Manoa. They trail 9-5 as we head into the last part of the 6th inning, last part of the game. You're watching coverage of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Last chance for Manoa as they trail 9-5 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Chris McDonald to face Hardin once again. And McDonald grounds it right to the first baseman. And Charles will step on the bag to retire McDonald, 1 away. And now it'll be Ethan Onizuka. Onizuka will step up to the plate. The pitcher right now for Manoa. The first pitch to him is line to the second baseman, and quickly there are 2 outs. And now Reese Gorman, the last hope for Manoa, as Hardin is getting happy. Little happy dance out there on the mound. Like seeing that. First pitch is a ball to Gorman. So the count is 1-0 on Gorman. This one inside for a ball. Harden thought it looked like a strike. Well, home plate umpire said otherwise. That is just a little inside. So now Gorman looking for something to hit. There's a strike right down Broadway, and the count is 2-1. And now Gorman's got 2 more strikes before this ball game is over. Here's the 2-1 inside, way inside, behind Gorman, almost hit him. And now it's 3-1. And now Harden is just looking for that final out. 2 down, 9-5. South Lexington leads. The last hope for Manoa is Reese Gorman. Here's the 3-1. It's rocketed into right field under it. He's got it, and that's the ball game. South Lexington defeats Manoa 9-5 in a great game played by both teams. Well, now let's name the Crowell Companies Lantern Man superhero of the game. Crowell Companies have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. For the Lantern Man of the game, I'm going with the pitcher who came in for relief. He had an excellent game, Cannon Harden. I think he definitely deserves our Lantern Man superhero of the game. And now it's time to name our blue-collar player of the game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. What an excellent game. I like giving each an award to both teams, and I'm going to give this one to Chris McDonald. He played an excellent game, played a bunch of positions, and really grinded it out. The definition of a blue-collar player of the game right there. So Chris McDonald is our Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game. And now the Proud Union home play of the game presented by Region Sports Network. And I am going with that 5-3 double play by Baber and over to Gotcher, or over to Charles, and that got something going because the game flipped from there defensively at that point, and South Lexington looked like they were in a completely different zone at that point. That really helped out a lot. So that is your Proud Union home play of the game, presented by the Region Sports Network. Well, that is going to do it for us here for day 2 of the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series here in Crown Point, Indiana. We got to thank our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our operations manager, Rich Castillo, coordinating producer, Zach Miller, and, of course, the sports director, Mike Dwayne. And here, we got to thank the staff here, Zach Zanelli running the camera and Joey running the board over here, doing a great job keeping us sounding well and keeping us on the air. And, of course, I'm Tyler Richards. And, of course, thanks to you, all the viewers from all over here for this World Series. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed watching the 2024 Cal Ripken 10U World Series presented by Pet Supplies Plus in Crown Point on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you right here tomorrow.